Welcome to Auto TurboWheels. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most anticipated performance cars of the near future, the 2026 Porsche GT3. If you're a purist, a speed freak, or someone who appreciates engineering that blends tradition with cutting-edge tech, you're going to want to stick around. The GT3 badge has always stood for raw, naturally aspirated power and an unfiltered driving experience. For 2026, Porsche continues that legacy, but with several key updates that push the envelope even further. Let's talk design, performance, tech, and everything that makes this new GT3 one of the most exciting models Porsche has put out in years. Starting with the exterior, the 2026 G3 keeps the familiar silhouette we all know and love. But look closer and you'll notice subtle changes. The front end has been slightly reshaped with improved aerodynamics in mind. The air intakes are now larger and more aggressive, feeding even more air into that high-revving flat-six engine. The signature swan neck rear wing returns, slightly wider and now featuring active aero elements that adjust based on speed and cornering load. Porsche has also added a new lightweight material mix for certain body panels, contributing to a lower curb weight than the 2022 model. And then there's the heart of the beast, the engine. The 2026 GT3 still uses a naturally aspirated 4.0-liter flat-six, because Porsche knows better than to mess with perfection. But there are refinements. The red line has been pushed slightly higher, now peaking at 9,200 revolutions per minute, delivering around 525 horsepower, a modest increase on paper. But when you combine that with a lighter chassis and improved aerodynamics, the performance gains are more than noticeable. 0 to 60 comes in at just 3.1 seconds with the PDK dual-clutch transmission. And for the purists, yes, Porsche is still offering a 6-speed manual. And not just as an afterthought, it's been fine-tuned to deliver crisp, mechanical shifts that truly connect the driver to the road. It's a dying breed in 2026. And Porsche deserves credit for keeping that manual spirit alive. Underneath, the suspension setup has been revised. Porsche has leaned into its motorsport heritage, taking lessons learned from the GT3 R race car and adapting them for street use. The double wishbone front suspension stays, but now comes with recalibrated dampers and even more precise tuning. The result? Sharper turn-in, better mid-corner stability, and a car that feels planted even at ridiculous speeds. And on the Nürburgring, insiders say this version has already lapped faster than the outgoing GT3 RS. Braking is handled by Porsche's carbon ceramic setup. Optional, of course, but highly recommended if you're planning track days. The pedal feel is phenomenal, and fade is virtually non-existent, exactly what you'd expect from a car bred for both road and race. Step inside. And the GT3's interior continues the less is more approach. No wild ambient lighting, no oversized touchscreens, just the essentials. Analog rev counter front and center, flanked by 2 configurable digital displays. Porsche has refined the interface with voice controls and an upgraded infotainment system, but it remains unobtrusive. The steering wheel is pure function, and the optional carbon bucket seats are aggressively bolstered, giving you that full race car feel without sacrificing comfort on longer drives. And let's not forget the sound. With stricter emissions and noise regulations coming into effect in many countries by 2026, Porsche had to get creative. The GT3 uses a newly developed exhaust system that keeps the decibel level within legal limits but still delivers the raw, metallic wail that GT3 fans expect. There's no fake speaker enhancement here. What you hear is real, mechanical, and absolutely addictive. In terms of pricing, the 2026 GT3 isn't cheap, starting around $185,000, with most real-world builds crossing the $200,000 mark once. You spec the must-haves like carbon ceramics, bucket seats, and the Club Sport package. But when you look at the driving experience, the engineering, and the badge on the hood, you realize it's not just a car, it's an experience. And in an automotive world rapidly shifting toward electrification, The GT3 feels like a defiant, glorious celebration of internal combustion at its peak. So, is the 2026 Porsche GT3 worth the hype? If you care about pure driving feel, analog connection, and an engine that sings to 9,200 RPM, absolutely. It's not trying to be the fastest in a straight line. It's not chasing insane horsepower numbers. It's focused, purposeful, and more refined than ever. Thanks for watching. Auto Turbo Wheels. If you're as excited about the 2026 G3 as we are, hit that like button and drop a comment with your favorite GT3 generation. Until next time, keep the revs high and the rubber burning. Let me know if you want a version tailored for voiceover, pacing, or formatted for a YouTube video description as well.